All right, we're here. We're here, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We were having issues with our bot. Our bot's down, so we got our lovely man, Jeevan Newts, fixing that stuff for us. So I hope you're all doing well, man. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Let's go! Yes, sir. We got a little haircut today. We got a little beard trim as well. And we're ready to go, man, with some Sixers basketball. So, but before we dive into everything all Sixers related, all right, I do want to remind you guys to make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Doesn't do anything for you guys. It just helps me out. That's all you got to do. But yeah, all right. So tonight should be a very interesting game. No Jaylen Brown, no Kristaps Porzingis, but the Sixers are going to be going to battle with the Boston Celtics. So doesn't matter if Boston is shorthanded or not. You really have to just take care of business tonight. It is what it is. You know, just stomp your foot on the Boston Celtics, create a statement, and go out there, be competitive on the boards, get those offensive rebounds, and utilize all the energy that you can to make sure that you're doing yourselves a good job and putting yourselves in a really good position. That's my main takeaway for tonight's game, and they need to come out in the first quarter and they have to be firing on all cylinders. They really do. They need to make sure that they're doing everything in their power to put themselves in a good position offensively and even defensively as well. I love what Tyrese Maxey's been able to do defensively. He's been really taking a leap in his game defensively that not really a lot of people are talking about that. So he's going to be going up against Drew Holiday today, and that matchup should be really fun to watch for sure. And the other matchup I'm really interested in is seeing what Joel Embiid is able to do to Al Horford. So that should be very interesting as well. Go Sixers, says Chris Garland. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My cousin's on here. Do not make me resort to my radio. What's up, cousin David? How you doing? Yeah, man. So it should be a very good game. I did want to talk a little bit about something too before we go on. So Jaylen Brown is obviously out with an illness. That's what it's being reported as, and Kristaps Porzingis has a knee contusion. But earlier today we had some news about it was a report that was released by the Philadelphia Inquirer, and Howard Eskin actually talked a little bit about it on WIP and also posted about it on Twitter. And he said this, all right? He said, quote, "Story being reported about Kelly Oubre Jr. hit and run is that Philadelphia police say that they have found no evidence that there was a hit and run accident that caused injuries to Oubre." And Nick Nurse responded, and this was posted by Fly Sixers, and he said, quote, "I'm going to believe Kelly at his word," end quote. And he also said, quote, "If some more evidence comes to light, we'll handle it when it comes to light," end quote. So there's been a lot of talks about this stuff. You know, it's not even related to the court itself. And the bottom line is that Kelly Oubre Jr. got injured. That's the bottom line there. So from a basketball standpoint, he's going to be missing some time. I'm sure that there's going to be more stuff that comes out there, but it is something worth talking about because, you know, he does mean a lot to this team. It's been very interesting to see how the dynamic of his play along with Embiid and Maxey has really elevated this team, but it's a big loss. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is that it's a big loss, and as more stuff comes out, we'll continue to talk about it, but there was a report out there that was posted by the Philadelphia Inquirer that talked about that, and I just thought that we had to kind of bring that up, and I did want to, shine some light on that because that's all related to the Sixers, and it just adds more to the story. Oh, man. All right, good. The BotRex is working. Great stuff. Good stuff. How you all doing? Chris Garland, Sixers should win. C's don't have a full team tonight, like you said, but the Sixers also beat them healthy last week. Glad Harden's drama is gone. Says Chris. What's up, Chris Garland? What is going on? Glad Harden's drama is gone. Clippers 0-5 with him. I know, it is really funny. But look, from a Sixers basketball perspective, tonight they need to make sure that they're knocking down their shots. I would like to see more ball movement. I thought that yesterday they played at a very fast pace, and it wasn't Sixers basketball. It was just when you're watching the game or when you're listening in, it felt like that the Pacers were just dominating in all areas on the glass, shooting the basketball, making the right passes, all right? And Tyrese Halliburton was having himself a great day. It's hard to stop him because he is the floor general of the team, and he is just the anchor on the offensive side and even on defense too. He's able to control the traffic and does a really good job at just putting everybody in good positions to succeed, and the Pacers are doing a really good job, and credit Rick Carlisle for that too. But tonight's a little bit of a different story. Okay, you're coming off of a back-to-back. You're Joel Embiid. You wanted to save a little bit of energy from last night to tonight, and now you got to go out there. You got to make a statement to Boston. You got to put the league again on notice and literally just say, this is what we're going to do. We are for real. We are legit, and we should be in the discussions as one of the top teams, if not the top team of the Eastern Conference. And national media might word it another way depending on how this game goes, but so far, when you look at Jaylen Brown not playing and Kristaps Porzingis playing, you can probably see like what some of the headlines are going to be if the Sixers do win and if they lose. But there needs to be they have to control the narrative. That's basically what I'm trying to say. That's all it is. Harden is the system, right? That's what he claims. Good luck with the Clippers, says Mike. Yeah, man. All right, so we're just about ready to get started. All right, we got 1,471 subscribers on here. We love each and every one of you. All right, so the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics, you got Drew Holiday, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. So Horford starting at the center position, and of course Hauser playing over at small forward for Jaylen Brown. And for the Sixers, it'll be Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, Robert Covington, and Joel Embiid. So Maxey at the point, Melton at the shooting guard, Harris at the 3, Covington at the 4, and Embiid at the 5. Sixers playing at the Wells Fargo Center tonight. They were able to play in last night's game, but they did come up short. They lost to the Indiana Pacers, and that was in their second NBA play-in game. And tonight they'll be taking the court once again against the Boston Celtics, who they literally just played last week on Wednesday at almost this time. Got some news for you after you're done with the stream. Oh, boy, that sounds cool. All right, so Embiid and Horford, former teammates, going out over towards center circle, and they'll be tipping things off. Crew chief for tonight, you got Ed Malloy. You also have the umpire, who is C.J. Washington, and the referee, there's Pat Frayer. Tip-off is underway, and Embiid wins the tip-off. It goes all the way to Covington, and Maxey gets the little handoff there. So the Sixers playing on ESPN tonight. They're the nationally televised game. Maxey will find Melton for a three-pointer. It's up and in from the near corner. Sixers going from right to left. And Melton cashes in on a 3 and picks up where he left off last night. Here's Holiday on a little handoff to Hauser. Hauser back to Tatum. Tatum standing at the logo, so the Celtics are going from left to right. Tatum has Embiid on him, but he'll just pass it out to Hauser. Hauser was left wide open for a 3 at the top of the perimeter, and Maxey comes away with the loose change. Maxey, the floor general for the Sixers, on the near wing. He'll pass it to Embiid. Embiid hands it back off to Maxey. Maxey rolling into the lane, goes up with a low floater. It's up, and he missed it. Oh, he was wide open, and the rebound is made by Hauser. He held his post, too. He thought he had it. And Covington playing defense. They'll swing it all the way to Tatum on the near wing, and Tatum will pass it all the way out to Holiday. Holiday to Hauser. Hauser back to Holiday for a three-pointer. It's up, and it clanks out. Embiid will hand it off to Maxey. So, we're just about a minute underway. Embiid will get a little bounce pass inside to Tobias Harris. Harris goes up with it, and I believe it was blocked by Holiday. He may have gotten a little piece of it. Horford out in transition all the way to Tatum. The ball gets stripped, and it was last touched by Robert Covington. So Tatum doing a good job at just putting his team in a good position just to go to the foul line. There was a foul called on Covington. Forgot to say that. So both teams are 8-2 in the Eastern Conference. Tatum takes a couple of dribbles. The first shot is up, and that one is in. Tatum played at Duke. That's where he went to college and was the 3rd overall pick of the 2018 draft. Second foul shot is up, and that one is good. So it's 3-2 Sixers with 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tobias Harris got the ball loose, but it was last touched by Drew Holiday. So Maxey got the inbound. He passed it out to Harris, who was just past half court, and he lost it out of bounds. It was last touched by Holiday, though. So Covington will be the inbounder, and guarding the inbound will be Sam Hauser. There's Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Boston Celtics, as to like where his team is at so far. Maxey working around the screen. He's standing over at the logo. We'll hand it off to Melton, and Melton will find Embiid on the interior. Embiid trying to take Horford to school here. He goes up with it, and it was a clean block by Horford, and he strips it and steals it. Horford all the way to Tatum. So we're just 2 minutes underway. A behind-the-back bounce pass to Hauser. Hauser all the way to White. White is on the far corner. Now to the near corner is Drew Holiday. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He's backing down Maxey, trying to post him up. He goes up with a 2, and it's good. So Tyrese Maxey not able to stand his ground, and Drew Holiday, the former 76er, is able to make him go to work. 4-3. Maxey with a no-look pass all the way to Harris for 3. Yes! Tobias Harris from the far corner as Maxey was going down the lane and just knew where he was. Didn't even have to look. It's 6-4 Sixers. Tatum trying to drive it past Embiid. It gets blocked, but they're going to call goaltending. They're going to say that it hit the backboard first, and now it's a tie game. But going back to that pass by Maxey, good job by him just to respond on the other end as soon as Holiday posterized him. Well, he was able to just make a nice play out of it and beat all the way to Harris for a flush. And that's good. Tobias Harris with 5 straight points so far in this 8-6 game. 9:10 left to go in the first quarter. Here's White. He'll swing it all the way to Holiday. Holiday to Horford. Horford back outside to Tatum. Behind the back bounce pass all the way to Horford again. Horford takes a jab step over Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Goes up with a 2, and it's nothing but net. So he just makes it in front of Joel Embiid's face, and we're back to a tie game. 8-8 is the score. Tyrese Maxey on the far wing. He had 26 points in last night's game. Goes up with a little 2, and Covington throws it down. Was that an alley-oop pass? I couldn't tell if that was a shot attempt or an alley-oop pass. It's 10-8. Holiday going into the lane over Tobias Harris, and he gets the finger roll finish, and he's fouled as well. So count the bucket and 1. And Holiday will go to the charity stripe for 1 more as the Celtics are looking to retake the lead. Good job by Holiday to just able to, he didn't know if he was going to finish it with the right hand or not, or if it was just going to go up with the left hand and go in with it, and he got it with the left hand. Last season, he averaged about 19 points per game. This season, he's averaging about 12.5. Misses the foul shot, but grabs his own rebound, and DeAnthony Melton is on him. Sixers could not box out. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Holiday trying to go into the paint. It gets denied, and Embiid is there to grab the rebound. Embiid trying to roll it into the lane, but he'll hand it off to Melton. He now coming down the lane, and the first shot's no good, but Covington goes down with a flush on the little putback. So Robert Covington getting a little bit of action so far in this basketball game for the Sixers. Holiday being guarded by Melton at the top of the key. He'll swing it all the way to Tatum, and Tatum almost drained that 3. It was off the mark, though, from the near wing, and Harris is there to climb the ladder and come down the chimney. Harris trying to go coast to coast, but he'll hand it off to Covington, who's spinning and looks outside to find Maxey. Maxey goes inside. He'll find Covington again. Outside for a 3. It's up. And he held his pose, but it goes in and out. And Tatum comes away with a loose change. 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Melton touches it last as the ball goes out of bounds on Sam Hauser. So, with 7 minutes and 31 seconds to go, the Sixers have a 2-point lead. Tatum trying to posterize Tobias Harris. Harris was trying to go for the steal. He'll kick it out to Horford for a 3 on the near corner, and he can't get it. DeAnthony Melton is there to grab his miss. Melton, who had a lot of three-pointers in last night's game, finds Embiid on the low block, and he goes up with it, and it's good. He got past Al Horford, went over towards his left, and just put it up and in. 14-10 is the score, and the Sixers lead it by 4. So Embiid and Tatum, that's been a big matchup over the years, and Tatum is able to hit a 3 in Joel's face from the near wing. Got to be on the lookout for that tonight. Again, no Jaylen Brown and no Kristaps Porzingis for Boston. Maxey working around the screen. He'll roll it into the lane, but he'll step back. He'll put up a 3. It's up, and that's off the mark from the near wing. And Holiday's there to grab his miss. Behind the back bounce pass all the way to Horford. Horford back to Holiday. Holiday working around a couple of screens. The ball comes loose, though, and a couple of guys go down. Hauser for 3 off the pass by Al Horford, and Al Horford gets the dish. So Sixers were taking a little bit of a tumble to the hardwood off of Drew Holiday. Here's Maxey all the way to Embiid at the top of the key. Embiid telling Harris to come up with a little post for him. He'll find Covington, though. Covington goes up with it, spins, and gets it to go. So Robert Covington with 6 points so far. Sixers and Celtics tied 16-16. And there's Drew Holiday going down the middle of the lane with the defense caught sleeping. And it's an 18-16 lead. So we have a timeout called on the floor by Nick Nurse. And the Philadelphia 76ers were halfway done the first quarter already. And it's just been a flying by. All right, now let me see if I can get my notes back up here. Let's see if I can get my notes back up. Give me 1 second. What is good, everybody? Love each and every one of you. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. There we go. All right, good. We got it. We got it all up. We got it going on. Cool. And let's put this over here. Rocco providing that spark, says Josh Cohen. Love you, JC. Unless you say things for me that would be changing dramatically over the next course of the... I don't know. All right, cool, FS. Yeah, no, definitely get in touch with us. For sure. If you are new to the channel, I do want to remind you guys that my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. We're going to be doing our very first Flyers. We're going to call it a watch party on Saturday, all right? Because we didn't really get a lot of experience calling hockey in college, and you know, I've learned that that maybe it's like a really cool thing if we can actually start learning about it together and start from the ground up and literally just try to get a feel for it. So I'm excited about that. So, you know, we're not going to get fully into the play-by-play for hockey, but we're just going to, start somewhere, and that's why we'll call it a watch party. And then once we feel confident, then we'll, get on the bike and start pedaling. So, we're just getting on the bike. We're just learning about this, and then we'll start, we start pedaling a little bit, and then once we get things rolling and we get really confident, guess what? We're gonna be set. So that's gonna be great. Oh boy! All right, so yes, join JJ after the game. We got to get rid of that. That's not the right bot. And we have to adjust on the fly because our other bot is down. So have to get rid of that bot. I think what we'll do during halftime is we'll copy and paste some of the other bots on here. Maybe we'll do that. Everybody starts with training wheels. That's exactly right. Yeah. So, yeah, I apologize about the bot. Some of this stuff, that's all Phillies related, and it's not, we're not in Phillies season anymore. So, just got to adjust. Just got to adjust on the fly. All right, so did you guys answer the poll question? Let's talk a little bit about the poll question. All right, so I want to know, all right? We have 24 people on here watching, first of all, and please hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. How many threes is Tyrese Maxey going to hit tonight? So 53% of you have said that he's going to hit at least 4 or more. He's going to hit 4 or more threes. 2 to 3, people say 40%. And then 7% say that he's only going to hit 1. Cool. Oh, good. Good stuff. Thanks. All right, so here's Tyrese Maxey He'll hand it off to Tobias Harris as the timeout is over. Harris all the way to Embiid. Embiid on the low block, being guarded by Horford on the right side of the baseline. He takes a couple jab steps, spins, goes up with a 2, and it's off the mark. DeAnthony Melton tried to leap up for the rebound, and he didn't get it. So here's Holiday for a 3 out in transition. That's no good. The tip back, though, is up and in. And now it is a 20-16 ball game. So 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Embiid trying to find somebody. Harris was supposed to be the intended receiver, but he'll just hand it off to Melton. Harris was covered by Hauser. Melton trying to pick and roll into the lane, and he finds Covington. Covington with a behind-the-back reverse layup, and he gets fouled by Hauser. So Robert Covington will head on over to the foul line to shoot a couple of foul shots here. And they call him Rocco. Tonight, in 7 minutes, he has 6 points. This season with the Sixers, he's averaging about 3 points per game in 12 minutes. Tatum was 7 points so far. He's 2 for 2 from the line, 1 for 2 from downtown for the Boston Celtics. And matching that is now Robert Covington, who has 7 points, 2 rebounds, and just 1 personal foul so far. Bucks and Raptors are on. There's 5:54 left to go in the first quarter as the Bucks lead at 19-10. Covington takes a couple of dribbles, and the second foul shot's up, and it's money. 20-18. Sixers trail by a deuce. Both teams are 8-2 in the Eastern Conference. Drew Holiday gets the pass from Peyton Pritchard. Holiday inside to Horford. Horford back outside for a three-pointer that's up, and that's way off the mark. And DeAnthony Melton's there to grab the rebound. So Melton all the way to Covington for a 3. That's off the mark too. So O'Shea Brissett is able to come up with that. Here's Peyton Pritchard on the near corner. Pritchard trying to take it to the lane. He'll kick it out to Horford. Horford at the foul line, being guarded by Morris Sr. He'll find Pritchard again. Pritchard has to hand it back off to Horford for a 3 at the top of the key. Little two-man game between them. It's rebounded by Hauser. Hauser kicks it out to Pritchard for a triple, and that's up and in. 23-18 is the score. Celtics lead it by 5. Melton trying to get past Hauser as he rolls to the basket, stops on a dime, finds Beverly. Patrick Beverly in there for the Sixers. Morris Sr. on the near corner, being guarded by Brissett. Morris Sr. all the way to Beverly. Again, Beverly's on the near corner, takes it to the lane, goes up with the right hand, and he can't get it to go. Sixers have to try to put an end to this scoring run by Boston. They've only had 18 points so far in the first quarter. Hauser is at the top of the key, and he'll find Pritchard here. Pritchard back to Hauser. Hauser all the way to Brissett. And the screen gets set, and the 2 is up, and that's no good. Brissett thought maybe he was fouled there. Embiid loses the basketball, gets stripped and stolen away, and here's Drew Holiday who's going to solo it and go down with the flush. So 23-20 is the score. And Delano Banton not able to get the field goal, but he passed it to Drew Holiday. Here's Embiid going down the block, and that gets blocked by Batano. It's a 4-on-3 here. Holiday with a pass that goes out of bounds towards the far corner. So Delano Banton in there as he's getting a lot more minutes. And we have a little timeout called by Boston. The Celtics, they call a timeout with 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. All right, something's not right with this. All right, that looks better. That looks a lot better. Let's go down here. Let's go here. I like that a lot better. Where's the message from Stream Elements? Oh, I told you that the bot's down. I told you that the bot's down. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Yep, okay. The bot's down, so that's why we had to make these adjustments on the fly. So we have another bot. This is our backup bot, and next time we do something like this, I have to make sure that I have this on as a backup. So I learned my lesson about that. It's all part of the process, guys. It's all a part of the process. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We got 22 people on here watching and 16 likes. I want us to get to 30. That would be really, really awesome. So my question that I have for you all right, is I would like to know, all right, what got you into basketball, and what is one of your favorite basketball memories, okay? Whether you played it as a kid, whether you grew up watching the sport, like, what's like a really cool basketball story that you guys have? Comment down below, and we'll and we'll talk about that, and I'll get your messages to come up on here, so that'll be really, really awesome. All right, so what got you into basketball, and do you have any really cool basketball stories that you would like to share with the rest of the class? Ugh. Man, we're not a class, though, guys. We're a YouTube channel. We're a family. But yes. All right, so let me hear from you all. 2:56 left to go here in the first quarter, so the Sixers are down 25-18. Both teams, as I mentioned before, are 8-2 in the Eastern Conference. And for the Sixers, well, so far today, they really have not been able to shoot the three ball really well so far. And I know it's just the first quarter. They're actually only 2 for 5 from downtown. The Celtics are 3 for 10. And the Sixers so far, they're getting out-rebounded 12-9 by the Celtics as well. And hopefully they'll be able to, do a better job in that department. Again, they don't have Porzingis and they don't have Brown, so, that's athleticism and that's more rebounds that you should be taking advantage of. So, oh, man. Katie says, just got done with the virtual viola lesson. How's everyone doing? Thanks for coming on here, Katie. All right, here's my green story about basketball. I used to play a little pickup ball at the CYO in Blackwood, and sometimes would be free, would play. It was pretty cool. That's awesome. I like that. All right, Furkan Korkmaz is out there for the Sixers, and a shot goes up, and that goes in and out. So the Sixers out of the timeout. Mike Keliuk is able to come in, and he makes a 28-foot shot right there. That was off of a Drew Holiday assist. Luke Cornett also comes into the game as well for Al Horford. Ball gets stripped by Drew Holiday on the other end, and Holiday's able to make a 2, and, well, the Celtics are going on a little run themselves. They're actually on a 20-4 run over the last 5 minutes. So Marcus Morris Sr. being guarded by Banton. Hand it off to Patrick Beverly. Beverly back to House Jr. House Jr. will kick it out to Beverly again for a three-pointer at the top of the key, and that's off the mark. So the Sixers just 2 for 6 from beyond the arc tonight. And Banton is out there. He'll be at the point, trying to zigzag his way inside and almost broke Beverly's ankles. The 2-point shot's up, and it rims out, and Beverly's there to grab his miss. 30-18 is the score. Sixers down by a dozen. Marcus Morris Sr. for 3, no good. Embiid fights for the rebound, and he gets fouled. There was about 3 Celtics there, and Banton was the one, I believe, that was guilty for committing the foul. Don't quote me on that just yet. Yes, he was. So 93 seconds left to go in the first frame of this ball game. Sixers playing in the second game of a back-to-back as Embiid will go to the line for 2 foul shots. First foul shot is up, and he knocks that one down. All right, so I'm so sorry. Yo, JJ Meyer, what's up, man? Pure Adrenaline Sports sent me, go 76ers. We love you. We love you, man. Embiid has made 23 consecutive free throws, which is absolutely absurd, and he's dripping some sweat right off of his beard. Takes a couple of seconds, takes 2 dribbles, and goes up with the second foul shot. It's good. JC says that the 2013-14 Eastern Conference Finals between Paul George and LeBron is how he got into the game. That was a really cool series, too. So Peyton Pritchard gets a screen set by Cornett, but he decides not to use it. He'll just bounce past it all the way to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by House Jr. puts up a triple, and that goes in and out. Embiid and Morris Sr. there to get the rebound, but it's going to go to Embiid. Beverly gets it to Embiid. Embiid trying to go down the lane, goes up with a little pump fake and gets Kornet to buy. And Embiid goes up with it with the right hand and finishes it as well on the right side of the baseline. Pritchard trying to dribble around the timeline. He'll kick it out to White for three, and he just is able to cash that one into the bank. 33-22. Sixers trail by 11 with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's House Jr. on the far wing, trying to posterize his defender. Now gets around the screen. He's in the lane, kicks it out to Korkmaz for a three. It's up, and he can't get it to go. It's off the mark. Kornet able to grab the rebound. Here's Tatum coming down the other side. He puts up a three-pointer, and it does not get the friendly bounce. It's rebounded, though, by Hauser, and, well, he's able to just put it up and in. So it's now 35-22. There's 6 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers down by 13 points. Patrick Beverly trying to conduct the tempo here. 10 seconds to go on the game clock. House Jr. kicks it back out to Beverly. Beverly gets the buy on the pump fake, goes up with a little runner, and it's short. It's off the mark. Tatum with an outlet pass all the way to White. 4 seconds to go, and a good foul committed by Patrick Beverly, as White was just going to go over to the rim, and Beverly goes into the crowd, and so does Derek White. So 3.1 seconds left exactly to go in the first quarter, as the Boston Celtics have come up with a big punch to start things off. Sixers trying to come up with a little counter punch, and hopefully they're able to do so in the second quarter. So Derek White averaging about 12.5 points per game, formerly a San Antonio Spur throughout most of his career, shooting 47% from the field and 42% from downtown, makes the first foul shot. That one goes up and in. There's Peyton Pritchard. 36-22. Kornet is going to sub out. Drew Holiday comes back in, and Tyrese Maxey will come on in for Furkan Korkmaz. There's Joe Mazzulla, the head coach for the Boston Celtics. Where's the scoring, says Michael Boyd? That's a very good question. So White, with the second foul shot, he puts it up and in. Again, shot clock's on blood. 3.1 seconds to go. It's inbounded to House Jr. House Jr. with a little prayer from the half-court logo. It's up, and that's off the mark. Wouldn't have counted anyways. But we go to quarter number 2. The Celtics are on a 27-8 run, and that's just to end the quarter. So the Sixers have to come up with a little response, and hopefully they're able to do so. It's been a very sloppy game for them offensively and even defensively as well. You cleaned up, haircut, and beard trim. Yes, sir. My mom's in the chat. Shout out to my mom. We have a nice full crowd here tonight. This is really awesome, guys. We're going live at 2 p.m. Yep, drop your link down below, man. That's what you got to do. Drop that link. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on those bells, man. We need 2 more likes to get to 20. Let's get to 20 likes. Or else you guys are frauds with a capital PH. Ugh. All right. So, yeah. Slow start. But that's all right. Good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm in love with this new routine. I was just a little bit thrown off with this whole bot thing that I did not expect, but now I understand that I have to, have a backup for it. So this is what I'm gonna do. But everybody needs backup. It's a good line. I don't like how big this is. Maybe I could change that some other time. But yeah, man, comment your thoughts on this game down below. It's just like, when you're watching this, it just, like, the Celtics just have all the momentum. Sixers need to find a way to help them come back down to earth. They're making the threes. They're getting the rebounds. They are coming out with the energy, and that's not what we all want. You know, we all expected that the Sixers should have came out firing out of the gates and make a statement to Boston, and even without their top dogs, that's what you got to do. Oh, boy. So Holiday, has had a pretty good game so far. Drew Holiday, that is. I always get confused when they go out of those timeouts and come back on the ESPN feed, and then they just go back out. Where is... I lost my thing over here. Lightning currently have dropped their last 3 straight. They're currently 6-4. Oh, what the heck is going on with my Flyers stuff? Holy moly. What the heck is going on here? Let me refresh this. Okay. And my Flyers score, I gotta refresh that too. Flyers scoreboard. Okay. I think that's better. Didn't I have this refresh? No? No, I didn't. All right, so the Sixers trail by 15 points. There we go. That's better. All right, so here's Tatum going up against Tyrese Maxey. Pulls up over Tyrese, and he got it to go. 39-22 is the score. Tatum has put up 9 points so far. He's 3 for 6 from the field. And Harris at the top of the key will try to find Paul Reed. He almost lost it. Reed trying to roll to the basket, kicks it out to Springer for a wide-open 3. And Jaden Springer is able to make his first three-pointer of the season. It was from the near corner. Again, Springer trying to stick his hand into the cookie jar. He intercepts it, and he'll solo it himself. 5 straight points for Jaden Springer as he comes off the bench as a little energizer. And that's just what the Sixers need. Pritchard going into the lane, gets double-teamed, and now will dribble it back out. He passes it all the way to Cornette there. Cornette back to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Harris. Tatum trying to post him up, goes up with a little 2, and he gets it to go. A turnaround jumper by Jason Tatum, and he has just been everything so far in this game. So Harris trying to find Reed. Reed will pass it back out to Tyrese Maxey, and we have a foul called on Jason Tatum, I believe. All right, let's change this. Let's go back to here. So 41-27, Sixers trail by 14 points, and Covington will inbound it to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey back to Covington. Covington back to Maxey. A screen gets set by Paul Reed, and Maxey decides not to use it. Maxey dribbling, going up with a 3. It's up and in from the top of the key. 41-30, and the Sixers have come out with a big response so far. It's an 8-4 run to start off the second quarter with a bang. Here's Pritchard. Gets a screen set by Tatum. Dribbles around the timeline. He's at the top of the key. A lob pass inside. And, well, that's an alley-oop pass. As Luke Cornette is able to make the alley-oop shot there. Sixers will have Maxey on the other end leading the charge. He goes down the lane and finishes it with the right hand. The finger roll finish, if you will. 43-32. Sixers trail by 11. Pritchard going into the lane over Maxey. And he gets the friendly bounce. So it's just been a back and forth now over the last minute or so. 45-32. Maxey dribbling around a couple of screens, zigzagging his way back out to the top of the key. Finds Jaden Springer. Springer spinning, rolling to the basket, goes up with a shot, and they won't count the shot. They're going to say that he traveled. And Springer can't believe it. 9:28 to go in the second quarter, and Nick Nurse is very confused on what just happened. I was kind of confused, too. I didn't even think he picked up his pivot foot, and they're not going to show a replay of it. 45-32. Both teams are 4 for 4 from the field in this quarter. Pritchard thought about firing the trigger, but he'll hand it off to Cornette, and the ball gets deflected and intercepted by Covington the second time today. Covington to Reed. He tried to kick it out to Springer, but it's intercepted back by Cornette. 45-32. So Luke Cornette had a bad pass there. A screen comes. And White gets the ball intercepted again by Covington, but they're going to say, as they're fighting for the ball on the ground, believe that they're going to call a jump ball. So Robert Covington starting to play really good on the defensive side of the basketball. He leads the team in steals per game. And he was trying to make a football type of a play there. So Covington and White going at it for a tip-off here. And Covington tips it out to Paul Reed. Covington has a 3 inches on Derek White, and he won it. So Maxey at the top of the key, dancing around Hauser. What's he going to do? He's going to pass it all the way to Springer inside the lane, and Springer will dribble handoff it all the way to Harris, and they get called for a travel again. Another 76ers turnover. And that just cannot happen. 2 turnovers in a row, and it's not a good sign for the Sixers. They're a little bit out of sync. So Springer, yep, he walked. He certainly did walk as he tried to hand it off to Harris. So let's see if this comes back to bite them or not. White standing at the Sixers logo. And Celtics going from left to right. White goes into the lane. The ball gets denied. But it'll be a foul called against the Sixers. And White, I believe, is going to go to the line for 2 foul shots. So there's Nick Nurse as he's telling Tyrese Maxey to come on over. White's going to head to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. So Derek White, a guy that has been really solid for this basketball team. He is now 29 years old from Parker, Colorado. First foul shot he puts up, and he gets that one to go. He was an all-defensive second team last year. He was also able to win a G League championship back in 2018. A lot of people forget about that, but he's 6'4". He's 190 pounds. The second foul shot is good. So White is able to make both of his foul shots. It's now 47-32, Sixers down by 15. Here's Harris, who kicks it out to Springer at the top of the wing, the near wing that is, and he'll find Harris again. Harris with one jab step at the foul line. Tries to roll into the lane, almost stolen away by Pritchard. He'll find Paul Reed again. Reed spinning and giving it out to Covington for a corner 3. No, and Reed gets the rebound, goes back up with it, and somehow, someway got it to go. Derek White was all over him, and the fact that Reed was able to find a little bit of some daylight is just absolutely remarkable. White picking and rolling into the lane, but kicks it out to a wide-open three-point shooter. It's no good, and they're going to say it was Boston Celtics basketball. That's going to be Sixers basketball, but Covington looked like he touched it last. The Celtics cannot review this. 47-34. Hauser was the one that tried to take the 3, but he missed it for Boston. Here's Maxey working around the screen, stops on a dime, hands it off to Paul Reed. Reed on the near wing. He'll hand it off to Covington. Covington rolling to the basket and got it to go with the shot clock expiring. 47-36. So the Sixers down by 11 as they cut the deficit here. Here's Pritchard. He's trying to find a Cornette here. Cornette's on the far corner. He'll hand it back out to Jason Tatum, who's standing at the logo. Tatum trying to roll inside. Goes up with a 2. It's blocked and deflected by Paul Reed. Springer to Maxey on the fast break. The ball gets blocked, and it's going to be Sixers basketball. And Tyrese Maxey pretty fired up as Paul Reed, a chase down block on Jason Tatum as he just denied him at the rim and swatted the basketball away like it was a fly. 6:59 left to go in quarter number 2. A timeout's called by Philadelphia. And Tyrese Maxey did get called for a technical foul, so the Celtics will send somebody to the foul line to shoot 1 free throw when we return. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. Why is my mouse working a little bit slowly? Can't tell why. Maybe somebody's... Nope. That's a little bit weird. Hopefully I'm not freezing up. Am I freezing up? No? Let's turn this mouse off. We'll turn it back on. Cool. That's a lot better. Flyers up 2-0. Great. Good stuff. That is good stuff. At the end of the first period. People are starting to vote, so if you want your voice to be heard, I'm a little bit confused. No spoilers in the chat. What the heck is going on with the bot now? Now Stream Elements is working? Or is it not? Alright. Boy. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. Yes. Cool stuff. Katie was absent yesterday. But now she's back, guys. Now she is back. Sloppy start by this team. There's no denying that. They've been playing very sloppy. Hopefully they try to get better, because that would be very, very nice. All right, I want to hear more basketball stories. What got you guys into basketball? All right, I want to hear your basketball backstories. Please make sure that you do that. All right. 47-36 is the score. So if you are curious, all right, what got me into basketball, as weird as this sounds, I actually used to help out a special needs league of basketball, or a league. I used to help out a league called the Akkad Squadron, and I still sometimes owe them a visit, but they're a special needs a basketball organization, and I used to help them out a lot, like when I was in high school, even at the end of middle school, and that's kind of what got me into basketball, period. I helped them out, and it was really cool to just have that experience, and that's how my basketball love started. That was back when I was a freshman in high school. So Tatum's going to go to the line to shoot a foul shot, and the first one is up, and that's no good. So that was on the technical foul. That's Tyrese Maxey's first career technical foul. That's insane. He got his first career technical foul, and he's been around for, this is now his fourth season. That is, I wonder what the stat is for, the longest time to go without a technical foul. So the ball gets loose and stolen away off the inbound pass. It's stolen by Drew Holiday. Sixers cannot come up with a good play there. Holiday being guarded by Springer. Holiday trying to swing it out to Cornette for three. It's up, and it's in and out. Reed is there to get the board. Just handed off to Tyrese Maxey. So Harris on the near wing. Tries to take it to the lane. Goes up with the right hand. It's up and in. Good job by Tobias Harris there. So 6.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Hauser drop-off pass inside to Holiday. Holiday swings it back out to White for a top of the key three-pointer. No good. And Springer bats it around, and it's saved by Cornette. It goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by Drew Holiday. Butterfingers for the Boston Celtics. And let's see if the Sixers can try to take advantage of this. So Tatum leading the way with 11 points. And Holiday with 10 points. Covington has 10 points, too, for the Sixers, though. So Maxey conducting the traffic here and trying to control the tempo. Paul Reed tries to give him a screen. He decides not to use it. He'll use Harris's, though. He's on the near wing, and he'll hand it off to Harris. Harris to Springer on the near corner. Springer trying to work his way around, and he goes up with it and gets it to go. Man, Jaden Springer has been a very big spark off the bench for the Sixers, and that is a really good sign. Holiday working around Covington, tries to fake it, no good. It's blocked by Covington and saved by Springer. Springer to Reed, to Maxey, the runner's up, and a late whistle is called as Maxey's fouled. So Tyrese Maxey gets fouled, and again, the Sixers locking in now on the defensive side, and it all starts with Jaden Springer showing off his athleticism and just saving the basketball from going out of bounds as he almost collided with, it looks like, is that Joe Mazzulla? I don't think it was, but it's 47-40. Sixers trail by 7. Maxey's going to go to the line to shoot for 2 foul shots, and the first one is good. So Embiid's still on the bench. 5:38 left to go in quarter number 2. Both teams are 8-2. Sixers and Celtics playing on prime time We'll fix the scoreboard in just a little bit. Second foul shot's good by Tyrese Maxey, and the Sixers cut the deficit to 5. It's been a 10-0 run by Philadelphia over the last 3 minutes. Holiday working around the screen set by Tatum, and he'll have to pass it all the way to Hauser. Hauser to Holiday. Holiday to Cornette. Cornette being guarded by Reed. He'll hand it back off to Holiday. Holiday's three-pointer is up. It's off the mark, and Reed is there to box out Cornette as he hands it off to Maxey. So the Sixers down by 5. Maxey on the pick and roll to Paul Reed. He puts it up and can't get the little Euro step to go. Outlet pass all the way to Pritchard. The ball almost got blocked by Reed, and the shot goes up and in by Sam Hauser. 49-42. Good job by Tatum to lead the charge on the other end on the fast break. So Maxey now with the ball. Gets past the half-court logo, and he stops. He'll pass it to Tobias Harris. Harris trying to drop it off to somebody and telling B-Ball Paul to get on over there and help him out. Paul Reed left wide open for 3 on the far wing, and he got it. Paul Reed with his first career three-pointer, and he gets it to go. Hits it from the top of the wing, 49-45, and he made the defense pay. Holiday with a foul shot, or with a foul line jumper, no good. They'll swing it back out to White for 3 as they get the rebound. And, well, that was a three-point bomb from the near corner, launched by Derek White, and he got it. 52-45, Sixers trail by 7. Maxey finds Reed. Reed hands it off to Maxey. Maxey all the way to Harris. Harris being guarded by Tatum. Will swing it out to Maxey again. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey on the far wing being guarded by Tatum now. Lets it fly from way downtown. It's airballed. And Reed tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Reed as he could not hang on to it. 3:55 left to go in the second quarter. DeAnthony Melton and Joel Embiid will come in. Tobias Harris and Paul Reed will take a seat. We also have another substitution as well for the Boston Celtics as Luke Cornett's going to be subbed out and Al Horford comes in. Derek White will also take a seat. And Svi Mahaliuk comes back in for Boston. All right, so Tatum has it at the top of the key. 3:40 left to go in the second quarter. As Tatum swings it out to Hauser. Hauser back to Tatum for a 3. It's up. And he thought he was fouled, but Embiid is there to come up with a loose change. So Joel Embiid with 5 rebounds and 6 points so far. Maxey has it. Hands it back off to Jaden Springer. On the far wing, Springer will find Melton at the foul line. Melton thought about going up for a 2 over Tatum, but decided not to do it. Gets a screen by Embiid, pulls up for 3, and gets it to go from the far wing. Sixers down by 4. 3:14 left to go in the second quarter, and Joe Mazzulla wants to talk things over as a timeout is called by Boston. All right, let's change this. And we'll do that right now. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Good. Ugh. Almost lost that. If you guys are new to the channel, I want to make sure that you guys spike the like button and hit that subscribe button, man. All right, so, continue to let us know about your basketball stories. Let us know down below, guys. Want to get each and every one of you involved with this. All right, hit that like button as well, and that subscribe button too. All right. My first game was 76ers versus the Washington Bullets. Stackhouse versus Weber. I literally almost said Steakhouse. Are you kidding me? Come on, JJ. Come on, dude. You got to get your head in the game, bro. You really do. Just like High School Musical. You got to do that. But yes, that's really cool. Stackhouse versus Weber. And Wallace. Rasheed Wallace, that is. Nice. Katie says that she was at a community orchestra rehearsal yesterday, and she's doing great. That's good. That makes me very, very happy. Spike that like button, guys, and hit that subscribe button as well. Oh, boy. All right, so let's go back to this poll. How many threes do you guys think Max is going to hit? So 59% of you have said that he's going to hit 4 or more tonight. All right. How many does he have right now? Maxey has 1 3-pointer. He's just 1 for 3 from downtown. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Tatum is actually 4 for 9 from the field. He's just 1 for 5, though, from the 3-point line. And his 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and also 11 points. He hasn't been the sharpest tonight. Holiday also hasn't really been too sharp. He is 5 for 11 from the field, but he's 0 for 3 from three-point range. I'd like to change my answer, says Seriously Larry. I can't do that. I can't have you change your answer. I don't know how. Oh, boy. JJ on autocorrect. Yes. Yes, not steakhouse. Stackhouse. My gosh. My gosh. Okay. Oh, boy. I wish I could have you change your answer, though. That's not how it works. That's not how these polls work. Unless I redid it, and then I have you all revote, if you will. But that, I don't think would happen. I gotta change my NHL scoreboard refresh button to. Nope, not the interact. I want to go to filters. Okay, there we go. Good. All right, so the Sixers, they're down by 4 with 3:14 left to go in the second quarter. Celtics will have the ball here, 3:10 left. All right, so Holiday trying to work around the screen set by Tatum. Will hand it off to Horford, who's at the top of the key. Horford to Hauser. Hauser inside to Holiday. Holiday outside to Cornette. Cornette trying to go into the lane. Kicks it out. It's stolen away, though, by Maxey. Good play by Tyrese Maxey to lock all windows and cylinders on the defensive side. Maxey hands it off to Embiid. Embiid hands it back off to Maxey. He's on the far corner. And now Embiid on the near wing. He goes over to the far corner, steps within the three-point line. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. He finds Maxey again. Maxey being guarded by Tatum. He'll swing it out to Harris. Harris on the near wing, on the near corner now. Goes up with a low 2. It's up. Count the bucket. And a foul! 52-50. And as Tobias Harris was in the air with the shot clock winding down, he was able to get the 2-point shot up. It looked like it was a little floater. Just as he was in the air, he had to make a very quick decision. And oh, by the way, he almost hit the backboard as he was towards the side. And he just had enough oomph to get that in. 9 points for Tobias Harris, and that was a very big bucket there. This is to cut the deficit to 1. And Harris converts on the 3-point opportunity. It's good. Sixers now down by 1 with 2.5 minutes to go. In quarter number 2, the Celtics have only had 15 points in this quarter. Sixers playing much better on the defensive side. White finds Tatum here. Tatum works around the screen, lets it fly, and can't get that one to fall. Maxey climbs the ladder and comes down the chimney with that board. This is for the lead. Embiid now will hand it off to Harris. Harris rolling into the paint, goes up with a little runner. It's up, and it goes in. Sixers have their first lead of the ball game, 53-52. 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. As Tatum on the near wing will find White here, and White goes up with a little runner inside, and we're riding the seesaw. The Celtics retake the lead. They're up 54-53. Who's going to be out on top to end the first half here? That remains to be seen. Maxey finds Harris on the near wing. Harris inside to Embiid on the low block, being guarded by Horford. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. A jump shot's up. It does not get the friendly bounce, and it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday trying to work around a couple of Sixers defenders here. He'll hand it off to Tatum, and Tatum will be fouled by Tyrese Maxey. Thought maybe that Tatum was going to get called with a charge, but did not. Maxey's feet were not set. So Tatum will inbound it from the near sideline. And here's Al Horford as he gets the inbound pass. And we have a charge called on Jason Tatum. It was off the ball. It actually will be on Derek White as he was trying to set a pick. And it was an illegal screen set by White. And the Sixers could probably get the lead back here if they are able to have a good possession on offense. 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. Maxey steps back at the top of the key, decides not to shoot it. He'll bounce pass it all the way to Harris. Harris will hand it back off to Melton. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Melton finds Embiid. Embiid at the foul line trying to work around Horford. Spins, fades, goes up with a 2. It's good. 4 defenders were on him, and he got it to go. 55-54. 55 seconds left to go. Holiday swings it from the inside outside to Horford. Horford's at the top of the key. He'll find Tatum here. Tatum trying to box down Maxey. Kicks it back out to Holiday for a wide open triple. And it's nothing but net. The Celtics retake the lead again. It's 57-55. So the Sixers could tie it with a little deuce or could go ahead with a 3. Maxey doesn't get the ball yet because he doesn't want the clock to start. And now he does. He picks it up at half court. And he's being guarded by Drew Holiday, former 76er. Maxey at the top of the key, being guarded now by Horford, dances all over him, pulls up from 3, and knocks it down! Clutch three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. And he's a dog. 58-57, 8 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Here's Tatum trying to kick it out to Horford. Horford, one more to Hauser. Hauser on a pump fake, three-pointer's up, and that one finally goes in and out. The basketball gods say no. Harris gets the rebound. He'll hand it off to Maxey. The shot clock's unplugged. 15 seconds to go as the crowd stands. 10 seconds left. Maxey has to try to get something going here. And now we'll be at the half-court logo. 5 seconds left on the clock. Still is in traffic. He finds Embiid. 2 seconds left. Embiid with a little bit of space for 3. And that's no good. But the Sixers win the first half. They're up 58-57 as we go into halftime. A much better second quarter compared to the first quarter. They put up 36 points and only allowed Boston to get 20. They were really out of sorts. Joe Mazzulla having some words with some of the officiating here. And Sam Cassell as well. I believe a technical foul is called on Joe Mazzulla. Let's see if that's correct. I can't tell, but he was certainly having some words with the ref. Let's go. All right, so Springer is the one that's being interviewed. He had a really good second quarter, man. He really did. JJ's on fire. As soon as they go on a run, man, we got to bring that energy up. And it just felt like at that time, that's when we really had to pick things up there. 3-0 Flyers. Let's go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Second period, too. Wow. Wow. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload, man. Not a good first quarter by the Sixers. If you guys want to give your thoughts down below, please do. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this game and what your thoughts are just overall. The Sixers were not ready in the first quarter. They did not look like that they even wanted to be there. I'm being flat out honest. They just gave a whole lot of lack of effort, if you will. They were getting out-rebounded. They weren't making the right shots from three-point range. They weren't getting the looks. And then they come out of the gates to start off the second quarter on just a very hot start. And Jaden Springer is the one that provided the spark on that bench. If the Sixers actually somehow win this game, Jaden Springer might actually be my MVP. He is certainly the MVP of the first half. He needed a game like this. Look, you know, you're missing Batum still. You're missing Kelly Oubre Jr. Somebody has to answer the bell. And Jaden Springer just did that. He scored 5 points in a row. He had a nice three-pointer from the near corner. And then on the very next possession, he intercepted a bad pass by Derek White and just took it right down the lane and got a big dunk. And that changed the tides for the Sixers. So that was nice to see. Now, you know Boston's going to make their adjustments. You know that they're going to come out firing out of the gates in the second half, and Holiday's going to try to put up some shots, and Tatum's going to try to cash in because that's what he does. He's Mr. Fourth Quarter, and he's Mr. Third Quarter, too, when he's on his game. But the Sixers are going to have to find ways to just keep him cold, keep him in check, because he is arguably one of the best players in the Eastern Conference. So, but I want to hear from you all, man. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this game and what you guys have to say about this, because I think it's been a very good game so far between these two teams, and it's nothing less than what I expected, except the first quarter. I did expect that the Sixers were going to be a little bit cold. I didn't expect them to be that cold, though. I thought that maybe that they were going to be a little bit more energized, and finally, second quarter came, and everything changed. Everything changed. All right, so comment your thoughts on this game down below. We're going to actually make another poll question. All right, so we're going to end this poll right now. All right, and our second poll question that we're going to have here is this, because I think it's a good time to bring this up, because where there's smoke, there is fire, okay? That's all I'm going to say right now. All right. So the question is, our new poll question is this. Should the 76ers trade for Zach LaVine? All right, where there's smoke, there is fire. I think that this deal is going to happen. But are you guys for it? I go back and forth. And I say to myself, how much depth are the Sixers going to give up for him? Because if it's maybe just for one wing player, which would never happen, Chicago would probably have to get a third team involved in that trade. But if it's just for like one player and maybe a draft, of course that's a home run deal, and I would take that. However, with the way that this team is playing right now, yes, you need another superstar. You could make the argument that it is still a superstar type of a league and you need the super teams. But with the way that they're playing, the eye test just tells you that this team has the cogs, they have the right pieces in this system with Embiid and Maxey on the court together. And I don't want somebody to break that chemistry. So while I respect the fact that superstars win and all-star talent wins at the end of the day, there is something to be said about surrounding the stars that you do have with more depth. Much more beneficial to get a Caruso or OG Anunoby. I'm fine with that. Both fit seamlessly, defensively, and solid three-point shooters. I'm totally fine with that. That is totally cool with me. We actually just got news that Draymond Green is getting suspended for 5 games. So in case you guys didn't see, it was last night, Rudy Gobert got actually put into a headlock after he got involved in a little scuffle, and that was between the Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that just broke. That is very interesting. So Green is suspended for 5 games. It was reported by Adrian Wojnarowski. It just came out with this right now. But in regards to just, and Steph Curry's going to be out on Thursday. Wow. Okay. LaVine will require too much change of the system and take the ball out of Maxey's hands. See, that's the other thing I don't like about this either, is that Maxey has been in like the perfect role, and now that you're pretty much getting another, if you will, I guess like James Harden player where he has to have the ball in order to get shots off. Like it's just not a good fit, and I don't necessarily think that it would work. But I can understand again why people still say that like whenever there is a star out there, stars do win. But with this team, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. If that makes any sense. So, all right, let's OG Anunoby is a good one. Would you rather have OG Anunoby as your trade? Or for your trade, I guess that's the right word. Would you rather trade for OG Anunoby? And what would you give up for OG Anunoby? I don't know what the Raptors would want. Oh, all right. So we got 4 votes. 2 people have said yes. 2 people have said no. See, everybody's divided on this question because it's tough. It is very tough. I can understand that. I wouldn't be surprised if after this, after I end this poll, that it still is at 50-50. I really wouldn't be surprised about that because it's really confusing. I lean more towards the fence, though, with maybe getting another person but I don't think it should be LaVine. Michael Boyd says that he'll take Caruso. Okay, he would take Alex Caruso. I think Caruso brings a lot on defense, and what I like about Caruso, and I do think that the Sixers are lacking this now, is you need a secondary ball handler. When the defenses close up in the playoffs, right? When the games become very close, teams are going to adjust to Tyrese Maxey, and they're going to try to take the ball out of his hands. What's your counterpunch? You need to have another ball handler. You need to have somebody else that can create shots. And that's where I like Zach LaVine. Or not Zach LaVine, I'm sorry. Alex Caruso. I think he could do that too. He's a shot creator. I don't want any trades because I'm figuring out who they currently have, says Larry. Honestly, and then I asked this question, and I'm happy I'm not the GM. I really am. I'm happy I'm not the GM here because this is it's a very tough decision. I lean more towards no on getting a Zach LaVine. I'm okay, and I'd be totally fine if they get OG or even Caruso. And honestly, with the way things are going now, I would be okay if they kept the team as is. I really would be. So I guess that this is really more of a two-part question. Should the Sixers make a trade is my first question to get somebody. And then if they do, should they get Zach LaVine? So because those are two different questions. That's how I probably should have phrased it, but that's okay. It's all right. 67% of you have said no. Okay. Cool. Let's take a look at some of these scores, man. All right, so around the rest of the NBA, the Dallas Mavericks lead it 102-81 with 42.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. All right, and then the Atlanta Hawks, they're down 60-56 with 10:16 left in the third quarter, so that second half just got started. The Knicks are playing over there. The Bucks are currently beating the Toronto Raptors in halftime, 70-47. And with 9:24 left to go in the second quarter, the Magic actually have a 9-point lead against the Chicago Bulls. And then later tonight, you got the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Phoenix Suns at 9 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, it's not the LA Kings, but it's going to be the Sacramento Kings going up against the LA Lakers. We'll get to hockey in just a little bit, but that's at 10 o'clock. That's after this game, actually, on ESPN. And then at 10 o'clock, the other game that's going on is the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in Portland playing against the Portland Trailblazers, against Scoot Henderson and the Trailblazers. And then as far as the hockey side of stuff goes, Flyers currently have a 3-0 lead against Carolina. The Carolina Hurricanes, that is, as they're shutting out the Hurricanes. And that game is on TNT. It's also nationally televised. So no NBC sports games tonight. That's wild. I don't know when the last time that happened was during this time of the year. The Seattle Seahawks are, or not the Seattle Seahawks, sorry, the Seattle Kraken. Oh my gosh, I'm in football mode. Are playing against the Edmonton Oilers. And it is still a scoreless game with 6:23 left in the first period. And then tonight at 9 o'clock, you have the Anaheim Ducks going up against the Colorado Avalanche. That's at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then the Islanders will be playing against the Vancouver Canucks. That'll be at 10 o'clock. Would you would I deal now or wait till the trade deadline? I want to see how this team just continues to grow because I'm a fan of this team. I'll be completely honest. Like, I'm being straight up. I like the team the way that it is. And I'm thinking to myself, if it ain't broke, like, why fix it? Would I be mad if they get Zach LaVine? Be a little bit disappointed because I think that it would definitely mesh the chemistry that's going on between Maxey and Embiid, and that changes everybody's role. But then I also think about it from this perspective, too. If there's any coach that could actually deal with that sort of a problem, it is Nick Nurse. And maybe the Sixers could actually get some scoring off the bench with Tyrese Maxey or with somebody else, you know. and maybe that could be a plus. But it's just like I wouldn't be the biggest fan of it. I don't think that they need that right now. Seattle Supersonics, says Mike Green. That was funny. That was really funny. Seattle Supersonics. Bring back the Supersonics. Bring them back, bro. Feel free to like this video and hit that subscribe button. All right, cool. Great stuff. All right, so the second half should be getting started in just a little bit. Again, the Sixers do lead at 58-57 if you are just tuning in. All right, here we go. They just came back from break, so we're ready to start off quarter number 3. Oh, wow, Doris Burke and Beth Mowins are on. That's cool. Wow. I hope I recorded this because I would like to listen to it. I don't know why I thought Doc Rivers was going to be on this one, but I guess not. But wow, that is really cool. Huh. They've called a couple of games together, and they're a really good duo. I'm a fan of Doris Burke. I really like her. I think she gives really good insight on the game, and she just meshes really well with any play-by-play announcer. And then I'm a big fan of Beth Mowins. She can call a lot of games, and she does a tremendous job. And I'm not just saying that. I truly mean that for sure. She's really good. Oh, boy. So, Holiday has 13 points in the first half. He's 6 for 12 from the field. And Jason Tatum has 11 points. So we're just about ready to start off the second half. Here we go. So Holiday gets the inbound here. Standing over at the logo, Sixers have Covington, Maxey, Harris, Embiid, and Melton in there. Here's Tatum at the top of the key. A bounce pass all the way to Horford for a three-pointer on the near wing, and he can't get that one to go. Harris is able to get the rebound. Tobias Harris and the Sixers are going from left to right, and the Celtics now going from right to left. So they change baskets in both halves. Embiid on the little pick and roll from Tyrese Maxey, and he drains that shot from the foul line. 60-57 is the score, and we're 45 seconds underway to start off the third quarter. Covington guarding Derek White, and White, did he step out of bounds? No, but it was deflected by Covington. Robert Covington was known when he was first here as a Sixer as one of the best deflectors in the NBA. Harris will guard the inbound pass from Jason Tatum. Tatum will give it out to Derek White, who's at the top of the key. Works inside at the foul line extended, kicks it back out to Hauser. Hauser to Horford. Horford will hand it off to Tatum on the near wing, goes into the lane, goes up with it. It's blocked by Joel Embiid, but grabbed back by White for three. It's up, no good. The shot clock was expiring. And Covington is able to get the rebound. That was a long rebound out to Derek White. He was just ready to go, and he fired the trigger, and he couldn't get it to fall. Maxey hands it off to Embiid. Embiid with a dribble handoff all the way to Melton. Melton goes into the lane, finds some daylight. It gets blocked by Horford, but grabbed back by Joel. Embiid's shot goes up, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 foul shots with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And we're just 90 seconds, a little bit less than 90 seconds underway to start off the second half here. But Al Horford doing a good job at just denying DeAnthony Melton behind the back. And he tried to go up with a layup. He just swatted the basketball away. And Embiid, right there at the right time, gets fouled as he goes up with a shot. So the first foul shot's up and in. So that one is up and good. Yeah, man, we talked a little bit about it. I haven't really done too much investigating on it, but we did talk a little bit about it. Embiid's second foul shot, he puts it up, and he gets that one to go. 62-57 is the score, as the Sixers are on a 4-0 run to start things off. Tatum's three-point shot is up, and that one is in. So Jason Tatum able to knock that one down from the far wing. Left wide open too, 62-60. Sixers lead it by a deuce. Maxey working around the screen. Thought about handing it off to Embiid. Maxey loses it, though. It's stripped and stolen away by Hauser. Hauser to Tatum. Tatum leading the charge on the fast break. He hands it off to Holiday. Holiday dribbles out all the way to the three-point line. It's up and rebounded by Tatum. Tatum kicks it out again for a wide-open three by Hauser, and he can't get that one to go. The Celtics have had the looks. just not able to cash in. Harris got the rebound as he's taking on Holiday here. Tries to go into the lane, goes up with a low two. The whistles remain silent. Covington deflects it. It goes out of bounds. There were about 3 Celtics there to try to grab the rebound. It was last touched by Robert Covington. And here come the Celtics on the other end. 9:45 to go in quarter number 3. A screen is set by Horford. And Holiday has it at the top of the perimeter. He's on the near wing. Lets it fly from downtown. And Drew Holiday misses that three-point shot as Tobias Harris is there to grab the board. So Holiday just 1 for 6 from the three-point mark. Harris loses the basketball, but a late whistle is called against Al Horford. So he gets called for a foul there. Horford's reaction, not so happy with that. Both teams 8-2 in the Eastern Conference. And Melton will be the inbounder here. So here's Embiid. Embiid trying to go up against Al Horford on the near corner. Takes a couple of jab steps here. Almost lost the ball. Was deflected by Horford. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. The shot's up by Joel. And it rims in and out. And Holiday's there to grab his miss. Find Derek White. White trying to go into the lane against Tyrese Maxey. Kicks it out to Horford for a wide open 3. It's up and in. Money in the bag for Al Horford, who has 5 points in this game. He's 2 for 5 from the field, 1 for 4 from downtown, has 3 boards and 1 dime. Here's Maxey. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid trying to find Harris cutting to the basket, and Harris could not grab it. It's stolen away by White. White leading the charge on the other end. Embiid trying to fight with him on the floor as he helps him back up. Embiid actually tried to steal it from Derek White. It just went out of bounds. But Tobias Harris, I mean, it was a great pass by Joel Embiid, and Harris's feet just weren't set, and he lost the ball just as he was in the air. So it's 62-60, or 63-62, I should say. Celtics have retaken the lead on that three-point shot by Al Horford. 8:43 left in the third frame. Again, no Jaylen Brown and no Kristaps Porzingis tonight for the Boston Celtics. Derek White's going to go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. He's 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three-point mark. And the first shot is up, and it doesn't go in. Wow, he's a pretty good foul shooter, and it's rare that he misses. At the front of the rim and just hit the back and went out to the right side. Fans trying to get their 3 free Chick-fil-A McNuggets. Second foul shot goes up, and that one's good. So if White would have missed that, well, Sixers fans would have gotten that. 64-62, and here's DeAnthony Melton trying to work up a screen here set by Covington. Covington, as Maxey heads to the floor off the ball. Bristles do remain silent. Embiid now has it. He's at the top of the key. We'll try to find Melton here. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Melton left wide open from downtown. Puts up a flamethrower and knocks it down. DeAnthony Melton, you can't leave him wide open. He's been absolutely red hot from beyond the arc over the last 2 games. Here's Tatum. He gets the ball stripped, and it was last touched by Boston. Tatum, it went out on his hand as Embiid deflected it, and Tatum had it on his left hand, and it went out of bounds towards the near sideline. So Covington will inbound it, and he'll give a little bounce pass to Melton, who's at the logo. Melton hands it off to Embiid, who's at the top of the key. Hands it back off to Maxey. He's still at the top of the key. Holiday on him, like he's a bug. Maxey goes down the lane, goes up with a low 2, contested by Hauser. It's good. Oh, man, that was not an easy bucket by Tyrese Maxey, the flying machine. 67-64. Holiday to Horford for a triple, and he knocks that one down, too, from the far wing. Al Horford, the former center for the Sixers, just able to help out the Celtics as he scored their last 6 points. 67-67 is the score. Embiid on the low block against Horford here. He'll have to pass it to Covington. Nobody was on him. He was right towards the right side of the baseline, and he got it up and in with a little layup. Good play by Joel Embiid. That is now his 5th assist of the game. 69-67. Tatum working around the timeline, being guarded by Harris. He'll swing it out to Horford again for another 3. It's up and in. Al Horford with the Midas touch. 70-69, 9 straight points by Al Horford. And you may have to think about setting out the double teams now when he's left wide open for a 3. So Maxey has it off the pass by Embiid. Maxey lets it fly, and it hits the back of the rim. It's rebounded, though, by Al Horford. Halford with an outlet pass all the way to White. White hands it off to Hauser. Hauser back to Holiday at the top of the key. Here's Jason Tatum on the near wing. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. He's backing down. Tobias Harris trying to bulldoze him. Spins, turns, goes up with a shot, and it's good. Oh, man, Tobias Harris played good defense, but that was just better offense by Jason Tatum. And a timeout is called by Philadelphia. So Tatum with a spin and a turnaround jumper over Tobias Harris with a hand in his face, and he got it to go. And we have a timeout called by Nick Nurse, and the Sixers will be right back. All right. Again, we got to update our scoreboard here. There we go. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, man, and hit that notification bell icon so that way you know when I upload or if I go live. Please, and thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are the best. We love each and every one of you. Good stuff. Very good stuff. All right. So, again, are you guys trading for Zach LaVine? We have 9 votes already. 67% of you have said no. 33% of you have said yes. Why would you trade for Zach LaVine? For those people that voted yes, please comment down below. Why would you do it? Why? Because I'm just curious. I'm not like calling you out and saying that you're wrong. I want to know why you would do it. I want to hear what your reasoning is. That's all. I'm going to call you guys out because you guys are flat out wrong. No, I'm kidding. Flyers lead at 3-1 with 5:36 to go in the second period. Oh, boy. Carolina got a goal. I wonder who got the goal. All right, we also, for some reason, forgot to do our Sixers trivia question last night, so we're going to do that now. We're going to do it now. Probably should just do this at halftime. But yeah, all right, so I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question. All right, and if you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get the question incorrect, this is what you'll hear. Okay, all right, so here we go. Where was it? I lost it. Oh, come on, Jason, come on. Come on, buddy. I lost it. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. Which 76er, all right, holds the single-season franchise record for steals? All right. Who has the most steals in a single season for this franchise? Comment your thoughts and your answers down below. I think he might have made it up. I lost my question. I usually have them saved on my phone, but I didn't have it ready. Which 76er holds the single-season franchise record for steals? That's the question. All right? Comment your answers down below because I want to hear from you guys. Chat's been a little bit quiet tonight. Tobias Harris will inbound it to DeAnthony Melton, so 6:20 left to go in the third quarter. We'll keep your answers coming as we play on here. Embiid gets the basketball on the low block being guarded by Horford, tries to spin over him and gets it to go. That was not easy whatsoever. Not easy. 72-71. Sixers trail by 1. 6 minutes to go in quarter number 3 in this game. Horford kicks it out to Hauser for a wide-open triple, and he drains that one from the far corner. It was contested, too, and the Celtics are now up by 4. 5:45 to go in quarter number 3. Here's Melton as he gets a screen. Peyton Pritchard out there as well for the Boston Celtics. Forgot to mention that. Embiid trying to take on Al Horford again. Embiid backing him down, trying to posterize him. Spins, fades, goes up with a 2. It was contested, and somehow he got it to go. Off balance, and he fell to the hardwood. Whistles do remain silent. 75-73, 16 points for the big man, 8 in this quarter alone. Harris got his hand stuck in the cookie jar, almost stolen away. Here's Holiday for a three. It goes in and out. Basketball gods say no, and Melton climbs the ladder with that rebound. He corrals it too. Melton to Embiid. Embiid thought about taking the three, but he'll hand it off to Maxey. Maxey gets some space. A behind-the-back drop pass, though, to Joel for a three. It's up, and it's way too much mustard on that one. Could not clank that one down. Horford gets the board, and Tatum on the other end, standing on the far wing at the three-point line, over by the Wells Fargo Center sign, kicks it from wing to Horford. Horford on a pump fake, drives it to the lane, kicks it out to Holiday. Holiday on the near corner, kicks it out to Cornette. Cornette, pump fake, three-pointers up, no good. And it's tipped by Embiid, and tipped all the way to Covington for the rebound. Dr. J. World be free. Incorrect. DeAnthony Melton trying to go into the lane. Over a defender. Whistles remain silent again. He gets his own tip back. And man, oh man, he was wide open for a layup and he couldn't even get it to go. That would have been for the tie. He gets back on defense though, and Holiday's on him. Holiday trying to back down DeAnthony Melton. Melton trying to stand his ground. And the ball gets deflected, but they're going to call a shooting foul on DeAnthony Melton, and he's laughing this off and can't even believe that. Can't even believe that. Allen Iverson. That is correct, Chris. Allen Iverson holds the franchise record for single steals, or for a single season, for most steals in a single season. Wow, can't talk. All right, Tatum will get the inbound pass here. He's on the far wing, standing over at the three-point line, being guarded by DeAnthony Melton. There's a mismatch there. He gets some space, though, on a screen by Al Horford and knocks down the tray. Got it to go, 78-73. And Jason Tatum tonight with 16 points. He's now actually 19 points. Update that. 3 for 8 from downtown. Beverly comes in for the Sixers. Melton also in there as well as the other guard. Harris picking and rolling to the lane. No good. Tip back by Covington. That's no good either. Holiday follows through and corrals the board. Tatum gets the handoff. Steps up over Covington. The three-pointer's up and it's airballed. And last touched, of course, by Tatum and Embiid. And the Sixers sharing some laughs there. As Tatum is going to come out right now. And Hauser steps back in. Also have Svi Mikhailiuk that comes in. He's 26 years old from Kansas. Was a second-round pick by the LA Lakers, the 47th overall pick of that draft. Here we go. 3:13 left to go in quarter number 3. Sixers have only put up 15 points in this third quarter. Embiid trying to go up against Horford here. Jab step, the shot goes up. He flops a little bit and tries to save it. And it will go to the Celtics. Pritchard for 3 on the other end. Lets it fly. No. Melton there to get the rebound over Al Horford. So Embiid was going out of bounds. I thought maybe that they were going to whistle a foul, so that's why I paused. Melton steps up. Three-pointers up. It's off the mark. Oh, boy. Holiday there to grab the rebound. So Holiday conducting the traffic. Drew leading the second unit out here. It's Holiday, Pritchard, Mikhailiuk, Horford, and Hauser out there. A little small ball lineup for them. Again, they're without Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis. Holiday on the near wing trying to go up against Moore Sr., and he buzzes his way through and gets it to go. The first team to score 80 points belongs to Boston as they lead it 80-73 with 2:15 left in exchange in this third quarter. Holiday needs one more rebound to get a double-double. Covington trying to roll into the lane and a late whistle on Al Horford as Covington will go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2 free throws as there's a timeout called by Boston. So they'll be right back in just a few moments. Tatum be free. That was funny. That was funny. World be free. Yep. Dr. J be free. No. There is actually somebody that's his name is World be free. There's also Meta World Peace. Ron Artest. Oh man. Ugh. I liked it when he was Meta World Peace. Buy one Lloyd B. Buy one Lloyd be free, get second Lloyd be free. Stop, Larry, stop. It's not funny. Michael Carter Williams, 9 steals in one game. That was his rookie season, too. And guess who they traded to get him? They had to trade Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday had to go in that deal for Michael Carter Williams, and that was like the only good season he had. It was his rookie season. That was it. And then, of course, it just happened to the Sixers. My gosh. Buy one Lloyd. Larry, come on, bro. Stop. It's not even supposed to be funny. Oh, my gosh. Larry, you're really something. Oh, boy. Meta world peace be free. Now Larry's going to say that. He's going to, you have Granny Hamner for like all the Phillies trivia questions that he would respond. And now this is going to be his for all the basketball stuff that we do on here. It's a great deal, says seriously Larry. Ugh, that was an awful deal. Now look at Drew Holiday. He still is in the league. And Michael Carter Williams is not even playing in the NBA. Ugh. Awful. Of course it only happens to the Sixers. That's what happens. Oh, we need 3 more likes to get to 30. Come on, baby. Let's get there. Let's get over there. I don't know why I just slammed my hand on my desk. I want it now. No, I'm kidding. I did slam my hand, though. But, yes. Let's go. Yes. What else was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Sixers down by 7 if you guys are just tuning in. If you guys also really do enjoy this content, I do encourage you all to check out my football stuff that we do on here. We do Eagles football. We do Phillies baseball as well, even though their season's done. And then Saturday, we're going to start doing Flyers watch parties, all right? So that'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when they play. And we're going to be getting our feet wet with Colin hockey. So I'm really excited about that. We're just going to take things slow, like we always do, I guess. Do we always do that? Maybe not. Sixers were able to win the first matchup against the Boston Celtics. It literally felt like it was last week. Oh, wait, it was. It was literally on last Wednesday. They won 106-103. First foul shot is up and in. So the Sixers, after the timeout was called by Boston, were able to make the first foul shot. And that's Robert Covington. Second foul shot is good, too. So it's now 80-75. Delano Banton subs in for Al Horford, and Luke Cornett will come on in for Sam Hauser. So here comes Cornett here. He'll hand it off all the way to Pritchard. Pritchard hands it back off to Cornett now. Cornett at the top of the key. Holiday hands it off to Hauser. Hauser with one more to Cornett for a 3. And it almost went in. It hit the back of the rim. He was shooting it from the far corner. Hit the front of the rim after it hit the back and almost went in. Sixers get the rebound. Here's Beverly inside to Embiid on the low block. The double team's coming. And Beverly goes up with a 2. And it was funny because Morris Sr., the play was supposed to be for him, but Beverly just came cutting to the basket and he got fouled. And Morris Sr. is like, that play was supposed to be for me. And Beverly's like, my bad. But it works out because Beverly's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws anyways. So Patrick Beverly looking for his first point. The first one, it hits the front of the rim. It's the back of the rim, and it won't even go in. So the Sixers trail by 5. They've only had the lead for 2 stretches in this game. Second foul shot, that one doesn't go in either. Oh, my gosh. He missed 2 free throws. Patrick Beverly couldn't even knock one down. Pritchard gets the rebound. Holiday on the near corner, swings it all the way to Pritchard. Pritchard to Hauser. Hauser back to Pritchard again. Pritchard to Holiday for a 3-pointer on the near corner. He was left wide open, and he drained it. 83-75. Holiday, that's his first 3-pointer that he's made tonight. He was 0 for 6 before that. That's actually his second, I beg your pardon. He's now 2 for 8. Embiid finding Beverly on the low block. Beverly to Springer. Springer back to Beverly for a far corner 3. Too much mustard on that one. And Holiday's there to get the rebound. Here is Pritchard at the Wells Fargo Center sign. 48 seconds to go in the third quarter, by the way. Probably should have been a little bit more mindful on the time. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. He's standing over at the logo. Cornette comes away with a screen. Pritchard decides not to use it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pritchard all the way out and gets the ball back. 1 second to go, and the shot's up, and it's airballed, and a shot clock violation is called against the Boston Celtics. So Mikhailiuk, who got the ball from Pritchard, couldn't put up a three because the Sixers did a good job at guarding the perimeter, and Pritchard had to just put up a prayer. So Sixers not going to go for a 2-for-1. Covington gets it. He's past the half-court logo, and he'll have to pass it to somebody. He'll find Embiid. Embiid on the low block again. Double team's coming. Passes it all the way out to Beverly. Beverly with one more to Marcus Sr. Thought he was going to shoot it. He decides to now. The shot's up. It's off the mark and rebounded by Cornette. Man, that was a big rebound there. So the Celtics will get one more possession here. 6 seconds left on the game clock. The shot clock's unplugged. Holiday at the logo, working around Embiid, and a foul was committed by Joel. That was actually a smart foul because the Sixers did have a foul to give, and Holiday will have the Celtics inbound this one. Somebody give this man a like. Oh, boy. Come on, let's get to 30. Did we get to 30 yet? Did we get to 30? We got to 28. We need 2 more now. We need 2 more. All right, so Holiday on the far wing will bounce pass it all the way to Pritchard. Pritchard all the way. Jab step, three-pointer's up. It's up, and it goes in. Wow. Does the shot count, though? I didn't see if they waved it off or not. I don't think that they're going to count it. That's the end of the third quarter. They're not even showing the replay. But it's, as of right now, it's 83-75 as we go into quarter number 4. Oh, my gosh. Larry says he's working hard. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, guys. But we're having fun. Like, yeah, like, we're working hard, but at the same time, like, you know, I don't, like, want us to lose sight on the fact that, like, we're on here to have fun, too. Like, you know, I have to, the one thing I have to do a better job at is I have to be a little bit better at, like, taking control, if that makes any sort of sense. I don't think it does. In my head it does, and maybe I'm just blurting out words here, but I feel like definitely with this call here, we're getting a little bit better as the game has been going on, but for some reason, like, whenever we start off a game, I feel like I'm a little bit cold, and you know, I'll have to figure out how to get into a rhythm earlier on. But that's what this lab is for, baby. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey, and I give you these games for free, man. I give you these games for free. You're never going to find another cast like this if you're listening to, you know, like hardcore play-by-play. So I do appreciate it if you guys give that like. You need to hit some clutch threes. I do. And I will definitely step up my game in the fourth quarter for sure. I thought that overall the second quarter was the best so far. I did. I truly believed that. Sip of water time. The good thing is that I'm not even out of breath, which I think is another nice thing about this. I noticed that for like the first 4 or 5 games, I was out of breath a lot of the time, and I was working a little bit more on breath control. Now it's just like I got it down. So that's nice. So the Bucks lead it 98-69. Don't be so hard on yourself. Oh, I'm a big critic, man. Like I love like what I do on here, but like I'm always looking to get better. And if you guys honestly like have any sort of critiques or like positive feedback, I don't care if it's any feedback, like please feel free to comment down below, or you can also email jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. PAS in the house. What's up, baby? How you doing? If the bot was working, that was the one thing I had on there. I had a new bot timer, and that was going to give out my email. But we'll write it down here. jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. Here's the email. All you got to do is copy and paste that, and there you have it. Voila. Voila. There's my email. 18 lovely people on here watching. PAS. Oh, man, PAS, did you hit that thumbs up button? Did you hit that thumbs up button? Because maybe you could be like number 30. Oh, we got to get to 30, guys. We got to get to 30. This is your friendly reminder. Oh, yeah, that's my bot. Forgot about that. Okay, so we start off the fourth quarter. Sixers, since they won the tip-off, start off the game, they will have the ball first. So Tobias Harris gets it on a pass by Beverly. Harris goes up with a little two. It's up and in. He finished on the left side of the baseline. So he got it to go. 83-77. Sixers get the first 2 points to start off the quarter. Beverly tried to pickpocket it. Pritchard just held on to the basketball, though. Here's Derek White on the other end. At the top of the key, White goes up with a little two. He's fouled by Jaden Springer. So Springer had a very big second quarter. He was able to put up a nice little stretch there for the Sixers to give them a little spark. Let's see if he can do that here. That would be really, really nice. So Harris, Maxey, Reed, Beverly, and Springer all out there for the Sixers. The only person that hasn't had a point today is Patrick Beverly, as he's 0 for 4 from the field. He missed both of his foul shots and just has 2 assists and 1 rebound. First foul shot by White is up, and that one goes in. So Derek White with 13 points, a guy that was a 29th overall pick back in 2017 by the San Antonio Spurs. And over his last 10 games, he's averaged about 12.5 points. He's shooting 76.5% from the foul line over his last 10 games. He knocks that one down there, too. So it's now 85-77. So White now with 14 points. For the Celtics, it's White, Cornette, Pritchard, McCalliuk, and Banton all out there for Boston. Beverly gets it. He'll hand it off to Harris at the half-court logo. Harris now at the top of the wing. Goes up with a little two. It's up, and he gets fouled by the Celtics. McCalliuk is the one that's guilty for committing the foul there. Chilling like a villain. I am a villain. We love being the villains. 85-77 with 11-12 left to go in quarter number 4. Harris with 14 points, a quiet 14 points it's been for him. He's 6 for 9 from the field, and he makes the first foul shot. It's good. The Mavericks were able to take care of business tonight, the Dallas Mavericks, that is. They put up 130 points and were able to win 130-117 in Washington. Sixers will be back on Friday night. That'll be their very next game. Second foul shot by Tobias Harris is good, and he drains that one too. So it's an 85-79 game. Sixers trail by 6. Just 2 threes, that is, if you want to do the math. Or also 3 twos. Derek White tries to take it to the lane, goes up with a little runner, and it gets the friendly bounce. I believe he actually tried to throw up a little alley-oop pass, but it worked for them. So 87-79 is the score. Sixers down by 8. Here's Harris on the low block being guarded by Pritchard. He tries to size him up. Had the mismatch. It's stolen away, but stolen back by Springer. Springer with a mid-range jumper. It's up, and Paul Reed goes down with the flush. Good play by B-Ball Paul, and a nice play by Springer, too, on the defensive side that just immediately get the ball back as soon as it was stolen. 87-81. We're just about 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. White lets it fly from downtown, and boxing out the Celtics that time is Tobias Harris, and Melton is the one that crashes the board. Melton takes it to the lane, parts the Red Sea, goes up with a 2, but he's fouled. A very late whistle, and a foul called a McCalliuk. So he'll go to the charity stripe for 2 more foul shots. JJ, did you see Christopher Kelly's question? I wondered the same thing. I did not see Chris Kelly's question. Chris, I apologize. I totally missed that. We'll have to get to your question. Where is your question? I can't even find it. The first one is up, and that one is in. I can't find it. Why can't I find it? My eyes are going back. Okay, there it is. Got a weird question. When a commercial pops up on my stream, do you make a few cents on it if I listen longer? No. No, not at all. Not at all. It's just the way it is. No, I don't. 87-82. The second foul shot by Melton. Oh, it goes in and out. Oh, it was about halfway down, and it just bounced back up and didn't go in. Here's Tatum on the other end, And a good defensive stop by the Sixers as Harris is dribbling down the court. Goes up with a little two. It was way too strong, though. Pritchard leading the charge on the other end. Sixers have to get back on defense. They get their defense set. Tobias Harris finished at the rim too strongly. White with a little give and go as the Sixers double-teamed him. And, well, you can't do that if a big man's coming down the lane because that's exactly what Mykhailiuk is going to do. He'll dunk it. Maxey all the way to Reed. Almost lost it. Reed goes up with a low runner. It's up, and he's fouled again by Mykhailiuk. So 9:25 left in this fourth quarter as the Sixers are down 89-82. That was a very good question, though, Chris. That was a very good question. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, guys. No such thing as that. 7 points for B-Ball Paul, 4 rebounds. He's been really good in this fourth quarter, for sure. He also has a block, too. First foul shot, he puts it up, and he's able to get that one to go. And I say it with that tone of my voice because he's been really struggling from the foul line. So if you can get 2 free throws here from him and he's able to knock them both down, that's a big thing. Shooting 58% from the field this season. Second foul shot, it goes in and out. And the Sixers again go 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Tatum is there to crash the board and get the rebound as well. So the ball gets stripped and stolen away by Springer, and Springer is going to solo it and goes down with a reverse dunk out in transition. He was just able to snipe it away. And the Sixers trail by 4 now. Tatum lost it at that possession. Tatum now has it. He'll hand it off to Pritchard. Pritchard back to a wide-open three-pointer that is no good. But a rebound, though, by Pritchard, and Pritchard goes up with it, no good. And Reed is able to get his miss. Reed to Harris. Harris leading the charge, kicks it out to Melton for a 3. Yes! DeAnthony Melton puts the Sixers down by 1. And the Sixers have exploded on a 13-6 run to start off quarter number 4. The bench is coming to life. And here's Derek White on the other end. Sixers riding the seesaw now. They need to get a stop here. Tatum finds it inside to Mykhailiuk. 3-pointers up by White, and it's nothing but net. Oh, man, he answers back with a 3 of his own from the far wing. Nobody was on him, too. The Sixers have to close out. 20 points by Derek White. He's been their best shooter in this game. He's 3 for 6 from downtown. Maxey has it. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris stops on the dime, pulls up for 2. It's just a little bit short from the elbow. And here's Tatum with a big rebound as well. White on the other end, working around the screen, trying to go to the lane. The runner's up, and it goes in over Paul Reed. And the Sixers will not call a timeout yet. It's now 94-88. So the Celtics trying to get some breathing room. Maxey in the lane. Runner is up. It's denied by White and followed through by Paul Reed. Again, the second time in this quarter where B-Ball Paul is able to come up with a big rebound and go up with a little put back there. 94-90. White out in transition, goes up with a 2. Actually passed it while he was in the midair. And Mykhailiuk is the one that gets fouled by Paul Reed. So we're just about a little bit less than 5 minutes into this fourth quarter here. And Mykhailiuk is going to go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots here. It's actually Luke Cornett. I beg your pardon. I don't know why my screen said Mykhailiuk, but it did. 94-90, and the first foul shot by Luke Cornett is good. And now Nick Nurse wants to talk things over. It's 95-90. Sixers trail by 5. We have a timeout called by Philadelphia. And Cornett, when we come back, will try to go up with his second foul shot. Oh, boy. One more like, baby, till we get to 30. Now, good people, do your thing. Let's get more and more people to come on here. Let's do it. I want us to actually get to 40 likes. There are dumb questions, says Michael Boyd. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Oh, my gosh. No, it's not. It's not a sandwich. I don't want to get into these conversations. Oh my gosh, I can't even bring this stuff up. We did that. I think it was during the World Series we brought up these questions, and the fact that I'm bringing it up now means that other people are going to raise these questions now, and I just opened up a can of worms, and I didn't want to do that. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe, man, and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. We have 29 likes, Steven Newt's now 30. Yours is off. 30 likes. Oh, we did it. We did it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa. 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 Did we do it? Did we get there? Nope. It still says we're at 29. Still says we're at 29. That's what it is. We're still at 29. That's okay. We'll get to 30. We'll get there very, very soon. If you guys believe in the Sixers, hit that thumbs up button and just hit that subscribe button. If you guys don't believe in the Sixers, well, you guys should do that. 30 on my end, says FS Pod. All right, well, it says 29 on mine. It says 29 on mine. I don't know why. Does it say 30 for all you guys? Should I raise this as a poll question? Does it say 30 likes on your end? Comment or yes or no. I'll make that as a poll question. I'll do that actually like right now. All right, we'll end that poll. Did we reach 30 likes? Did we reach 40 likes? Okay, there we go. All right. All right, Larry says that yeah. They all say yes. Okay, cool. I'm just going to put this up there for funsies. That's great. Let's go, baby. Did we reach 40 likes? 50% say yes. JJ, you now got 6 people saying we got 30 likes. Yes. Okay, I see. Oh my gosh. I'm just trolling with you all. It still doesn't say 30 likes on my end, but that's because I guess I have slow technology. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, 75% of you have said yes that we have 40 likes. You're all frauds. No, I'm kidding. You guys are the best. All right. So Cornette's going to go to the line for one more. The timeout is over right now. And the second foul shot is up and in. Actually, it doesn't go in. It goes out. A little pause on the screen. And Melton trying to get the rebound. And you got it. It was a long play. Did go out of bounds. It was last touched by the Celtics, though. So here's Maxey on the other end. Maxey working around the screen. And he'll just pass it all the way out to Melton. Melton gets the handoff. Melton, thinking about firing the trigger, decides not to. Now he does. He steps up, pulls up, and knocks it down again. There we go. DeAnthony Melton in takeover mode in this fourth quarter. Melton coming up large with 13 points. Here's White as he got the hand stuck in the cookie jar by Paul Reed, and the Sixers are able to deflect it. It goes out of bounds. It'll still be Boston Celtics basketball. So DeAnthony Melton able to come up large in this fourth quarter here. So here's Derek White going into the lane, goes up with a little 2. It's no good. Cornette grabbing the rebound and follows it down with a little dunk. 97-93. Sixers haven't led in quite some time. They're still down by 2 possessions. Maxey telling Reed to roll to the basket. And he'll step up for 3 on the near wing. And it's nothing but net for Tyrese Maxey. 97-96. Sixers trail now by 1. They're knocking on the door while the Celtics let them in. 6:15 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum dribbling around the screen. Parts the Red Sea. Can't get it to go in. Cornette. The Sixers haven't been able to box him out. He's just been providing all the answers on the putbacks. 99-96. And the Celtics lead it by a 3. Maxey going into the lane, the runner's up, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. With exactly 6 minutes to go, and here comes Joel Embiid as he'll get ready to sub back in along with Tobias Harris. And for the Celtics, they'll have Drew Holiday come back in as well. This is going down to the wire. A very good match between the Sixers and the Celtics. Maxey's first foul shot is up. And he drains it. Luke Cornette will also be subbed out. As I believe Hauser will come in. Nope, it'll be Al Horford. There we go. So the Sixers cut the deficit back to 2. As Reed and Springer get a standing ovation from the fans. They did their job to start off that fourth quarter, and D'Anthony Melton too, but he's still in there. Maxey's second foul shot is good, and Maxey now with just 16 points. The Sixers actually have 4 guys that have 16 points tonight. So that's Harris, Melton, Embiid, and Maxey. They've been sharing the basketball and playing good team basketball. Here's Holiday all the way to Tatum. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum being guarded by Embiid. Takes a jab step. Goes up with a 2 over Joel. It's no good. And Maxey lost the rebound. Nobody was on him, and he couldn't even hang on. And the Celtics get a fresh 14. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey has to do a better job at just coming up with the rebound. There was nobody on him, and he lost it. So the Celtics get some extra life. Horford wide open for a 3 on the catch and shoot. And the Sixers dodged a bullet. Tobias Harris comes up with his miss. Sixers and Celtics right in the seesaw. A big rivalry between both of these teams. Maxey at the half-court logo being guarded by Drew Holiday. Tatum with 19 points. He has yet to score a bucket in this fourth quarter. Maxey all the way to Harris. Harris dribbling around the timeline. He finds Embiid. Embiid loses it. It's stolen away by White. White to Tatum. Tatum to the rim. And it was almost blocked. But Tatum hits the 2, and he's going to go to the line for one more. A big bucket by Jason Tatum, and we may have just jinxed him. A broadcaster's jinx right there. He had yet to score a bucket in the fourth quarter, and he finally got it. And he's going to go to the line for one more. Oh, man, oh, man. That was tough. Who's the foul called on? It's on D'Anthony Melton. So Tatum will go to the line for another foul shot. It's up, and that one is good. And the Celtics again lead it by 2 possessions. 102-98 is the score. And here comes Melton leading the charge, still being guarded and pressed highly by Holiday. He'll hand it off to Maxey. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey at the half-court logo. He'll have to try to find some space against the defender here. He wants to take on Hauser. Hauser will try to go into the lane. It's blocked and stuffed by Derek White. Maxey takes a tumbling to the floor. 5-on-4 basketball. Deflected by Covington. Cornette has it. He'll find Tatum. Tatum inside to Horford. Outside for White for 3. Oh, it's good. 105-98 with 4:37 left to go in the fourth quarter, and that was a big shot. Kaboom goes the dynamite for the Celtics. So White coming in on the one side. It was actually Horford that was the one that got the block, and then Horford just being unselfish and finding Derek White for a wide open 3. And he got it. So Sixers down by 7 with 4:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. If you guys are new, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those bells, man, those notification bell icons. And that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload, man. I don't know why it says that we have 13 people on here watching. How many people do we have on here watching? Maybe uninstall the app and try to get it again. Try unplugging YouTube and plugging it back in. That's the comment of the year. I love that. Oh, I should. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. I need to invest the drum roll. The bum bump. I have to do that. 13. It says okay, now it says 18. There we go. Cool. Drum roll sound effect. I got to install that on the roadie. I got to do that. That was a big 3. That was absolutely clutch. Flyers are still up 3-1. Okay, good. It was 16:02 left to go. Okay. Is JJ at 40 likes? 83% of you are all liars. Only at 6 votes though. All right, we're gonna stop that poll. All right, we'll end that one right now. Here's one. All right, new one. Oop, that's not a poll question. There we go. There it is. Do the Sixers have a comeback in them? All right. Start it right now. You can also comment down below too. But yeah. My name's Jason. This is play-by-play with JJ. We do 76ers basketball. If you guys are in love with this channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. We're speaking in a little bit of a low voice because we're trying to save up the energy for the last 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Michael Boyd says the Toyota turning point. He also said, hang on. He didn't say hang on, Allah. He just said we're coming in. He just said coming in for a landing. I can't steal that from Mark Zumoff, man. Zoo is the man, and that was his line. You know, we have to come up with our own punchlines, and we'll start to get there. We definitely will. So White able to do a good job at being able to fire on all cylinders defensively. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Let's see what the Sixers drew up out of this timeout here. Maxey works around the screen. We'll find Harris. Harris catch and shoot triple. It's up and it's off the mark. And Melton trying to get the rebound. It's swatted away, though, by White. White all the way to Holiday. Sixers really need to try to get a stop here on defense. 4:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. Melton guarding Tatum. That's a mismatch there. Tatum trying to post him down. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum with a fadeaway jumper. It's up. It's off the mark. And Covington doing a good job at getting the rebound. Man, that was a clutch board. Here's Maxey. Sixers have to get a bucket here. They're at the logo. A screen is set by Embiid. Embiid gets it from Maxey. He'll hand it off to Covington. Covington will take it to the lane. He goes up with a little scoop, and he got it. I thought he was going to take a three, and he probably should have, but that ended up working out just as well. 105-100. Covington with 16 points and is now the fifth Sixer to have at least 16 points in this game. 105-100. And here's Holiday getting around a screen, but now he's being guarded by Melton. Goes into the lane, kicks it out to Horford. Horford all the way to Hauser. Hauser to White again for three. It goes in and out. And Embiid trying to fight with the ball with Holiday. And Holiday and Melton are the ones that ended up colliding. It'll still be Celtics ball. So the Sixers not able to get the possession, as I believe that they're going to call a foul on Embiid. That's what it was, and Embiid thought he had all ball, and he wanted them to review it, but nope, they're not going to. So Tatum gets the inbound here. He spins, fades, and gets Melton to by on a little pump fake. And with 9 seconds left on the shot clock, he'll go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. Melton is the one guilty for committing the shooting foul, and you have to stand your ground. I mean, you're a veteran, and you know, you can't buy into those things. And he's a little bit mad at himself for doing that. So Tatum will head to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. The first one is good. It's now 106-100. Sixers down by 6 with 3:14 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still is some time left in this game, but the Sixers really have to go on a run here. Tatum shooting 79% from the line. Second foul shot is good, and he comes through. 107-100, and Harris gets the inbound, or will inbound it to Melton, that is. Melton to Maxey, who's standing at the half-court logo, gets it past half-court, he'll find Melton again. So Melton being guarded by Derek White, hands it off to Harris. What's he going to do? Harris trying to find Embiid, and now we'll just hand it off to Maxey on the far wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid gets it on the low block, being guarded by Horford. The jab step goes up, and the little skyhook, too. Out in transition. Oh, man, he was going to the lane, and he got a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook to fall. 107-102, that was clutch. Here's Derek White on the other end. Sixers need to get another stop here. Tatum at the top of the key, swings it to Horford for a three. It's up, and that one's money. 110-102. That is a big knife. Oh, man. Here's Anthony Melton on the other end. Sixers need to come up with a response here. Melton has to try to pass it to somebody as he stops the basketball, stops dribbling it. Finds Harris. Harris all the way to Embiid. Embiid again taking on Al Horford. 5 seconds left. Maxey in the lane. Tries to go up with the contact. It's up, and it's in! Tyrese Maxey, as he was in midair, just went up with a little prayer, and he's fouled as well. We'll go to the line for one more. That could change the ties. Cornette is the one that was guilty for committing the foul, and Maxey, as soon as he landed on his back, he knew it was going in. That was clutch. 110-104, the foul shot by Maxey. It's good. And the Sixers down by 5 with 2:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. 20 points for Maxey, 6 for 14 from the field. Here's Derek White standing at the logo. Covington doing a good job at guarding Tatum. But here's Derek White with the basketball. Gets a screen by Tatum. And now they switch things up. Maxey's on Tatum. Oh, boy. Tatum trying to go into the lane. Kicks it out to Holiday for a three. It's up. No good. I was thinking, why didn't Tatum take it over Maxey? But here come the Sixers. They could get a three here and cut it to a 2-point deficit. Maxey inside. And he'll pass it out to Embiid. Embiid on the far wing at the three-point line. Jab step all the way inside to Covington. Covington trying to go up. And it's blocked. Almost stolen away, though, by Covington. And Holiday comes up with it. Sixers need to get a stop here. 1:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Holiday being guarded by Maxey on the far wing. He gets a little switch, and now he's being guarded by Covington. Covington taller than him. Here's White trying to go into the lane. Embiid trying to deny it. A three-point shot is up by Tatum, and he's wide open, and he knocks it down. 113-105, and that is a big statement three-pointer by Jason Tatum. Unfortunately, the Celtics had Derek White going into the lane. Embiid had to try to stop him at the rim just in case he went up with a two, and White just unselfishly passed it right out to Tatum, and Tatum hit a big firework for a three, and we have a timeout called by Philadelphia. 113-105. I'd like to change my poll answer again. Oh, boy. Ugh. That was big. That was really big. Oh, boy. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. Ugh. I love you all so, so much. And, of course, we'll be talking about this game once it is fully done, and we'll give our thoughts on this. And stay on here, all right? It's not over yet, and still got 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. That was a big shot, though, by Tatum. Got to tell you, he's legit. I no longer think that they have a comeback in them. Okay. It would definitely take a little bit. I will say that. So, the Kings and the Lakers will be up next. We're not covering that game. So the Sixers do get to advance the ball here. I don't know how many timeouts they have left. They don't do a good job of keeping track of that. So Covington will be the inbounder with 1:11 to go. Embiid all the way to Maxey. Maxey pulls up from three. It's up. And a foul is called on Holiday. So Maxey will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. And that's pretty big. So 1:08 left in exchange in the fourth quarter, and that's not really like Drew Holiday. Let's see. Did he get all ball? Nope, he touched him on the right hand. He got it. That's a shooting foul. And Maxey will head on over to the foul line to shoot 3 free throws. Mazzulla wants to challenge this, though, as he'll put a timeout there, and I believe that they're going to review it. I don't think that this is a replay review. So there's a timeout called by Boston, and they're going to challenge this. So we have another timeout on the court. There we go. Now we reached 30 on my iPad, it says. There we go. 62% of you still say that the Sixers have a comeback in them. Okay, cool. Flyers still up 3-1 midway through the third. Yep, got it on here. 11 minutes to go in the third period. Good. Good stuff. I do like these little scoreboards up here. Let me know. Do you guys think is this distracting, or do you guys like it too? I like it. I like how this updates. I figured out how to do that, and that was nice. But yeah. Anaheim and Colorado just at the end of the first period. Wow, Colorado leads at 2-1. Wonder if McKinnon's going off. Oh, boy. My name's Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. So let's see. So they're still reviewing this to see if Drew Holiday fouled Tyrese Maxey in the act of shooting on a 3-point play. And let's see. The call, I believe, will stand. Let's see. Don't get an official word yet from the ref. Let's see. It looked like that Maxey Even on the closeout, Maxey, it looked like he got fouled there. So 113 to 105. And the Sixers, the Celtics challenge is successful. That's crazy. So the Celtics are going to get it back. And the Sixers lose the ball. That is wild. Celtics have 2 timeouts left. And Tatum will try to inbound it to House. I can't believe that. Hauser all the way to Drew Holiday. Holiday in the lane, and he's just trying to keep away here. 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They'll swing it out to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Melton. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum's runner is up, and he tips it back in. 115 to 105 with 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey on the other end. Of course, you're going to need Embiid or Maxey to take a shot here. Maxey kicks it out to Covington for a 3. It's up, and it's off the mark. Embiid, though, with the rebound. Trying to go up with a 2, and it's good. 115-107, Sixers trail by 8, 35 seconds left, and the Celtics playing keep away as they'll try to foul Derek White, and White does get fouled with 29.6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Man, it looked like Holiday just totally fouled Maxey there. I would like to hear what the explanation is on that. I can't necessarily find anything. Let's see. If I go back to the ESPN app here, let's see what they say. So Covington missed the 27-foot jumper. Saw that. So the call was overturned, and the Celtics got the ball. I don't understand that. All right, first foul shot is good by Derek White, as he was fouled. He's 8 for 9 from the line, 26 points tonight for Derek White. He's been leading the way for Boston. Second foul shot is good. Sixers do have 1 timeout left, decide not to use it. There's 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Here's Tyrese Maxey on the wing, trying to figure out how to get past Tatum here. He'll hand it off to Covington. Covington's 3 is way off the mark. It was actually wide left from the far corner, and that's going to do it. So the Celtics are able to take care of business, and they're now 9-2 on the season, while the Sixers fall to 8-3. And the Celtics did it without Jaylen Brown and without Kristaps Porzingis, and were able to get the job done. Jason Tatum, of course, leading the way for the Boston Celtics. Came up large again in quarter number 4. He had 29 points. They actually held Joel Embiid to 20 points tonight. He was 8 for 16 from the field. And, well, he really did, or the Celtics defense, give them a lot of credit for doing a good job against the Sixers. But, look, man, we'll talk about this game. Give me about 2 minutes or so, and we'll give our thoughts. I do want to make sure that I thank you all so much for coming on here. Means a lot to me. This was tough, man. This was a tough loss because, you know, you lost to Indiana last night. You're feeling a little bit better if the Sixers beat the Pacers because you knew that you're on a back-to-back, and the NBA scheduled this off the back-to-back with a national primetime game, and this was unfortunate. The Sixers just weren't able to take care of business, and in that fourth quarter, I think that what really changed the momentum of this game was when the Sixers were trying to get back into this game. Derek White just got some space and was able to operate and hit down some big shots, and the Sixers honestly had to do a better job at trying to close him out because he's a really good shooter, and he's somebody that is sort of like a sniper and can come off the bench and do some really good stuff, and usually that's what he does, but he had to step in and fill in for Jaylen Brown, and it worked, and he did a really awesome job. So Sixers also committed some really bad turnovers during really crucial parts of the game. They got to get better in that department. But, you know, is this a disappointing loss for the Sixers? It's a little disappointing. There's no doubt about it. They need to do a better job against the Celtics, and they have to do a better job in a lot of different areas. And now the narrative's going to be, and this is what it's going to be from the national media. All right. The media is going to say, well, the Celtics were able to beat the Sixers again, and they did it without Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis, 2 of their starters, and therefore they're the better team. I personally believe that if you were to put both of these teams into an Eastern Conference semifinals rematch again, I think it would go down to the wire. I really do. Both of these teams are just so good. They really are. Embiid struggled tonight. He didn't have it. 16 shots is not enough for the MVP, says Michael Boyd. I'm with you. But part of that, let's be honest with ourselves, part of that is not just on Joel. Part of that actually was on, I thought, Boston's defense and their zone that they played. It seemed like that they had bodies that actually went up against Joel tonight, and he wasn't as physical, but part of it was, excuse me, by the way, as I do that, yeah, like he didn't get enough shots up, but the way that the Celtics were actually guarding him, it was really hard for him to put up some shots. And when you have him take jumpers, like that's a recipe for success, even though he can make the jumpers. But now the double team was working on him tonight, and the Sixers just didn't really have an answer. And Tyrese Maxey has to step up. He has to be better. But yeah, your MVP has to play better too. There's no doubt about it. But in regards to just the Sixers overall, I thought that Maxey really had probably his worst performance of the season so far. And again, this is a guy that got 20 points. Seriously. And he was plus 9, you know, but that doesn't say it all. He was plus 9 on the field, but Embiid was minus 25. So Maxey had five assists tonight, 3 rebounds, and Embiid would put up 20 points, 9 boards, and 7 assists. So, yeah, it's tough. This was a bad loss for the Sixers, and it's going to sting. But now the question is that can they respond on Friday? And I believe that is totally a yes. Okay, they're a little bit out of sorts now, and they need to try to find a way to regroup themselves. Nick Batum has to come back. That's another loss that they've had because they don't have a guy that can space the floor and shoot the threes, and they need him to come back for sure. But Covington was 0 for 5 from 3 today, and even though he had a couple of steals and he played well on the defensive side and had 16 points, the 3-point shots were not falling, and that's unacceptable for him. You know, Morris Sr. was 0 for 2. He only played 8 minutes tonight. Paul Reed actually did a good job tonight. The bench, I thought, actually did a pretty good job for the most part, even though Reed, they say that specifically that on the bench that he had all 10 of their points, but what I mean by bench is the role players. I thought that the role players, did mostly what they had to do except for Robert Covington, but your stars, Embiid and Maxey, just were not able to put up good performances tonight. Melton had a really good performance again. He was 5 for 6 from downtown. But again, if you guys have any more thoughts on this game, please let me know down below. Michael Boyd says, think about a Klay Thompson or a Kyrie. They get up 16 shots in a quarter. Yeah, I think that Embiid had to be more aggressive tonight, and he wasn't as aggressive, and maybe part of it was because he was tired from the back-to-back. But I'm not making any excuses for him, but I'm just saying that maybe that was part of it. But I have a lot of confidence in this team. This team has proved to me that they can compete with the best teams in the league, and they have really put everybody on notice with this. Seriously, they have proved a lot of doubters wrong. So they're a hungry team, and they're going to fight back. This was a good win by Boston. They did what they had to do, and now the Sixers need to respond. And it's all about adjustments. So the next time that they actually play against the Celtics will be on December 1st. So they play in Boston. That was the last game that they played in Philadelphia against them. But regardless, they play against Boston again on December 1st. And we're going to be back at it again for another Sixers game. Next game that they play will be on Friday as they take on the Atlanta Hawks. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, thank you all so much for coming on here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I will catch you all in the next one, all right? We have an off day tomorrow with our play-by-plays. Be on the lookout for a podcast, though, because we might have one coming out. But yes. Okay. There's a report that just came out that the MLB is considering cutting off 2 seconds on the pitch clock. Oh, boy. That's an interesting debate of controversy. That is wild. Yep. All right, Holiday at 18 points, and they're still glorifying over the Celtics. That's what happens, though. All right, Lila Tove, everybody. Catch you on the next one. It's 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to get ready to go. Later.